funny to me looking back that you do these things and you find something that you like to do, but it's at the core of what you like to do, not the actual thing. So I liked to brew beer, I liked building houses, and I like making things out of leather. But I really like turning something that's nothing into a usable product. My name's Tanner Hale with Appa Bagworks. We're nestled in the Appalachian Mountains in Tazewell, Virginia. So my grandfather used to do it a long time ago before I was born, and he made all these beautiful pieces that I thought he bought from the store, and after he died later on I found out he had tooled them and made them all himself. He made a lot of things that were just useful to him, but he did make a pistol holster like cowboy style. The holster was down here and he had the bullets all around the waistband. It was just a really cool thing, but he tooled the whole thing in basket weave, and I thought that he had bought it and it was just like a play piece. And it turns out that he had done that just for one singular pistol that he had. And it kind of sparked all this. And when he passed away, my cousin and I got his tools, so I was kind of dabbling in that for a while. And I'd set it down for a number of years, and I was just talking with my wife about how I used to work with leather. And she asked me to get a couple things and fold them up and sew them together and see if I was telling the truth or not. And it turns out I ended up making our flagship product, the wristlet, and it has birthed into this. For anybody that wonders why you would want genuine leather pieces, they last longer than you will. And you can give those to your kids or your grandkids, and as long as you take care of them, they last forever. If you want to be uniform and have the same thing you saw someone else have, exact same cut, color, I understand that. But with my products, every single piece is unique because you can't get that exact piece of leather. I primarily work with water buffalo and cowhide, and I get those in all different thicknesses and tans. I'm looking for as little blemish as possible. Sometimes I'll work with brands that are still on the leather. So if you brand cattle and I get that cut of leather, the brand will still be on that cut. Some people like that, some people want it to be completely blemish free, and I like to use those cuts. But when you're selecting the right cut, you want it to be as beautiful and uniform as you can get it. What I love about leather working is I can see something go from beginning to end in a sitting. I can take something that's a raw material from a living thing and in a way bring honor to the skin that was on it. And I can make it into a usable piece that if cared for will last forever. I'm as zen as I could be. I really don't have many thoughts. It's just step one, step two, step three. So it's more of a list than any other thought. And plus I'll play Dean Martin or Frank Sinatra in here, and that makes it a little bit better.
Does it feel like work?
No, it never has. Even when I'm most frustrated, it's a challenge, and I really like that challenge. It's a unique one that I don't get in anything else really. Other things challenge you when you're frustrated. This, it's just me against me, and I have to finish that product for somebody. And it's rewarding to actually get to do that. Well, a couple years back, I was a beer brewer and a bartender at the same place that we were brewing the beer. So I got to take grain and water and hops and create something from almost nothing. And then I got to take that into a tap room and sell it to people. And I could talk to them directly about it, and that was a super cool experience. Following that, I was a carpenter, and I helped frame houses and do some finish work for a company. And again, taking raw materials and turning them into something. And it's funny to me looking back that you do these things and you find something that you like to do, but it's at the core of what you like to do, not the actual thing. So I liked to brew beer, I liked building houses, and I like making things out of leather. But I really like turning something that's nothing into a usable product. Honestly, if somebody was interested in getting started, if they would go to a store like Hobby Lobby, just pick up a couple tools and pick up a couple cuts of leather, they can start to practice in an inexpensive manner and see if it's even something that they like. And sometimes it's as simple as folding a thing a couple of times and sewing it together and you have a usable product. And that feels really nice to create things. Take a piece, it's not meant to have a purpose, and you can give it one.